Dorinthea just keeps getting better. Hello and welcome to Day 1. Today I'm back on another Flesh and Blood gameplay Decktech video for Silver Age. It has been a minute and I am sorry about that, but today we are back talking about Dorinthea, a 4 intellect, 20 life young warrior hero that the first time your weapon attack hits each turn, you can attack with it an additional time this turn. Now granted, you would have had to have gotten go again. You can't just cheat on go again and cheat in action there, but still, pretty solid. You are once per turn action. Dawnblade can become a twice per turn action, which you have to spend 1 in order to attack for 3, and the second time it hits each turn, you get a +1 power counter, which makes it really nice to be able to swing with it twice. However, at the beginning of your end phase, if it hasn't hit this turn, you remove all +1 power counters from it. So basically, the entire focus of the deck is swinging with this Dawnblade twice, thanks to Dorinthea's leader ability. How do you do that? Well, you go again, and you go very, very hard at your opponent. So, looking at the deck, it's kind of split into 2 categories mostly, which is just ways to get go again between cards like Lead with Speed, Hit and Run, and cards like Warrior's Valor, and then cards that just strictly do nothing but buff your stuff like Iron Sun Response, Out for Blood, Puncture, Stroke of Foresight, cards like that. So kind of the game plan, the goal of the deck is that you want to set up an ability to just chain go again with Dawnblade. So something like Lead with Speed is very good at doing that. It itself does not technically give the Dawnblade go again, but it buffs your Dawnblade, which is always awesome. Not at reaction speed, which, and what are you going to do? But then it creates an agility token. Agile engagement is pretty similar, except it, your opponent has to defend with an attack action card, and this is an attack reaction, so you can actually get the agility token. So you have cards that kind of serve multiple uses, being both cards that buff your stuff and can give go again, or can allow your Dawnblade to get go again in the future, set up go again for the future. And Warrior's Valor is just kind of like an instant case use of this, which is why I just think it is one of the best cards that Dorinthea has ever had and probably ever will have. That's why it will always be the full rainbow. You got the red and the yellow and the blue, and you're probably never not going to have the full rainbow because it is just that good of a card. But then you just have some really good reactions that, okay, well, you give Dawnblade to, or you give go again to the Dawnblade. Your opponent wants to block the Dawnblade to make sure that it doesn't, hit. So then you can't attack with it a second time, and you never even have to worry about a +1 power counter. So how do you punish the opponent for that? You play attack reactions, like the agile engagement that I've talked about already, that punishes the opponent for attacking or defending with attack actions. There are plenty of other cards like Iron Sun Response and cards with the reprise that just punish the opponent for defending cards from their hand, with cards from their hand. Puncture if the opponent defends with equipment, and cards like that. And then Dorinthea is just really good at also being a defensive tank. Most every card in the deck is a 3-block. There aren't that many 2-blocks. Agile engagement is one of them. Lead with Speed is one of them, and I love both of those cards. Those are two of some of my favorite cards in the entire deck, but pretty much everything else blocks for 3. You do have some cards that are strictly defensive that only block for 2, like Take It on the Chin. This card is really good simply because of the fact that it can prevent any 2 damage, arcane damage, physical damage, and some kind of other damage, like something from a Are the Dragon Fire or something like that, like the card that's played in 5 that you spend 1, come in for 5, if Draconic, deal 2 damage to the opponent. It's not arcane damage, it's not physical damage, it's something else, and Take It on the Chin can prevent that, which is really nice. So Take It on the Chin is very useful in that way, just by itself. It can create agility tokens, it's just a good card. So the deck is really good at being defensive, and then being efficient with what it has in order to just do crazy things. Put out some pretty solid and efficient numbers. That's all that matters. Just efficiency. Pitching a blue, playing a 1 cost of some kind, and swinging with the Dawn Blade, and then playing a 1 cost of some kind, or just vice versa. And then the opponent either blocks it out, and okay, you don't swing again, but you're getting cards out of the opponent's hand, or it does a hit, and then you can spend the last resource and come with Dawn Blade again. So it's just, the whole goal of the deck is to just be efficient. That is all that matters. Just be efficient. And hopefully you stick it out. And you got some really good equipment to help you with that. The Gauntlets of Unity and the Helm of Unity basically being 2 blocks with Temper, which are always nice. Refraction Bolters, which is 1 block piece of equipment that can give Go Again to your weapon, which is super valuable in some cases. Garland of Sprain, which is just a good way to get you an extra resource, which matters so often with this deck. It is insane. You need like 4 resources and you only have 1 blue in your hand. Boom, Garland of Sprain, there's that extra resource. You're good to go. It's just very nice. And you also got stuff in the inventory to help you out. Overpowered to allow you to go really high if you need to. Unmovable, and Springboard Somersault to be a little bit more defensive. Springboard Somersault for more low to the ground decks. Unmovable for more like Guardian style, just go big, smash kind of decks. And you also got some Arcane Defense in Arcane Polarity, which is super powerful, and Olin Gloves and Hood. In the deck, yes, it is not the best right now. I do understand that, but it's about to get way better with Mastery Pack Guardian, and I think once that comes around, there have already been a couple of cards spoiled that I think could be really solid slots, including some really nice reprints, such as Run Through, which is now going to be printed in red and blue. So I don't even know if the deck's going to run a yellow anymore. I still kind of need to figure that out. Stroke of Foresight has always been a card I'm kind of like, okay, I like it, but at the same time I don't, and I would love to get something that's not this card. And who knows, maybe Red Run Through. Maybe we run a rainbow of Run Through. Who knows? But yeah, I think this deck just is good Warrior cards, and with Mastery Pack Warrior, I think this deck is hopefully going to get a lot better, and that's awesome. It's already cheap, and I might as well get into it because it's going to get better. But let's see just how good it is in some games, and really quick, I am sorry to all of you Flesh and Blood fans out there. I haven't been doing a lot of Flesh and Blood on the channel. It's not that I dislike Flesh and Blood. I love this game. It is such a well-designed game. I mean, yes, I have my issues with it, but, I mean, that's just life. Everybody has their issues with everything, even the things that they love. That's just kind of how the world works. But despite all that, Flesh and Blood is such an incredible game, and I've been wanting to do stuff with it. I just mostly want to focus on building One Piece, and school just got really busy. It's like I can't focus on 2 games and school and other side projects, so I'm just going to focus on One Piece, build that up, and then once summer hits, can do 1 Flesh and Blood and 1 One Piece video a week. So going forward, every single week, at least 1 Flesh and Blood gameplay deck tech video with a Silver Age deck is going to be coming out when new sets come out. I will be doing Silver Age and Classic Constructed deck tech gameplay videos for those decks. So I hope you all are looking forward to those videos. I think they're going to be an absolute blast. I love playing this game, and I'm very looking forward to getting back into it. And, well, you're about to see some of the games where I have some fun playing one of my favorite decks of all time, Dorinthea Ironstone. So let's get right into it and see what she can do. Going up against Zen. Okay. I wish I had the option to chat right now. For whatever reason, I don't. I think I go second. And I think I put in the somersaults, taking out what? What is not good against them? Doesn't really block much. Doesn't really block with reactions. But at the same time, because of the fact that he just doesn't really block, I don't even know if Iron Sun response is good. So I think I'm just going to take 4 reds. Thanks, deck. Thanks. And the next 4 is going to be 4 blues. That's my prediction. That's my prediction, because that has been my day with this deck. I've been trying to record some good games with this deck, but every single game that I play, for whatever reason, I draw several hands of nothing but blues, which is wonderful and amazing, and I love that so much. Might as well take it on the chin now, because I would rather use that to defend than lead with speed. That is 3, so block with the piece of shit. Hit and run, because I hate that card. I hope there's a day where hit and run is no longer needed for warriors, because I hate hit and run, and it's even staying there because it hurt me. I hate it so much. Warriors Valor, lead with speed. Block with that. And take 1. Perfectly fine, just taking 1 little poke of damage. And then, yep. Yeah, okay, this is better than I thought it would be, honestly. Lead with speed, pitch and overpower, coming with Dawnblade, and I'm coming in for 6. Okay, the opponent takes. That kind of scares me. Not gonna destroy Refraction Bolters. I'm gonna turn that off now, because that is always annoying when that happens. Opponent's blocking with a lot of cards here. Holy crap. Oh. All their equipment. This only gives a +3 bump. Nip at the heels gives a +1 bump. But I don't have the resources to play both of these. So the opponent can have that. So, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. Arsenal to out for blood. Alright, 2 more blues drawn. I wonder why that's just so common for this deck. Fluid motion. I only have 16. It just seems weird. I think I block with the goblet. What does this do? If you've created a card this turn, it gets go again. Oh, that's neat. But yeah, so yep, they do the thing. They do the transcend. Where'd the thing go? They do the transcend thing with the inner chi. It is really cool. I do love the way that Mystics do that. Okay, Pouncing Chi banished. I'm sorry, I meant to pass. So this is going to be a very explosive turn, is what the opponent is telling me, basically. So, I think this is fine. This one I will take. So, whatever. It's all good. Crouching Tiger. This is a good time to block for 1. And just get the block value out of that in case... Oh, I don't really need it, actually. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I committed to it. So, I'm not going to go back on that. Yeah, that's... Well, no, that's fine. Do I block or do I take? The opponent might have another swing. It might be a snatch. So I think I'm gonna just take. That is not what I thought it was. Okay, 4. This I will block for 3 and take 1. That I think is fine with me. Okay. So, Warriors Valor, pitch Nip at the heels, coming with Dawnblade for 6. Go again. Does the opponent block? If they do, and I really hope they do, I'm 1000% using Out for Blood. And if they don't, I'll be slightly more sad, but in a way, that means I don't have to use Garland. And that I'm fine with. Okay. Cool. I will use the Out for Blood. Make it a little bit bigger. Ah. Great. Wax on. Cool. But it's not defending an attack action with it. Okay. Sure. I can't do anything else, deck, so why do you think I can? I mean, I guess Dawnblade does go again, so that's fine. Okay. Pass. So it's my turn. I basically don't have anything, which is awesome. But, you know, I can set up for next turn. So lead with speed, pitch the Fatal Engagement, and then I will Dawnblade, coming in for 6. The opponent is not doing anything about that. Okay. I think what I do here is I just end the turn, put that on the bottom. Okay, 2 blues, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I don't know why when Scar for Scar's been played today, it stacks it twice. I just think that's kind of weird. Do I just take? I think I do for now. For now. Okay. And then the Kakura, which is coming in for 2. That, I think, is a perfect target for Take It on the Chin. Take It on the Chin. The opponent has a response. They're making a Crouching Tiger. And they're using Tearing Shuko. That is unfortunate. I'll just play Take It on the Chin now, in case for whatever reason it doesn't let me stack it or whatever. Okay, and then 3 with this Crouching Tiger. 1, 2, 3, 4. For now, I will continue to take. See what the opponent does with the rest of their turn. 2 also will take. Will take. Jace. And then 3. Block for 3. And if they have something else, they don't. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Okay. Dawnblade. Pitch the Goblet. I do have the ability to kill them if they decide to not block with anything. And they do decide to block, which is smart. Because if they didn't there, I think I probably would have. Okay. I think, well, I have to play both. Out for Blood. And then Puncture. And then what? The opponent takes. I think I have to use Garland. I think I have to use Garland to sprain here. Going for 4. See if the opponent takes it or not. I really hope they... Okay. I was kind of hoping they would block that. 4. Oh, yeah, they only have... I keep forgetting that. They don't have anything to really use. What is good here? Okay. I have to win this coming turn. So, Stroke of Foresight, Agile Engagement, and the Dawnblade. I need everything. So this Warrior's Valor, I'm going to need to block with this. And then block with a Helm of Unity. So I don't take any damage here. Okay. Then that's coming in for 2. I block for 1. I pray that the opponent doesn't have something to swing with. Do not have a swing. Do not have a swing. Please. Yes! Okay, I think I got it then. Okay. Dawnblade, pitching an Overpower. Coming in for 4. I actually probably don't... Oh, okay. Okay, Stroke of Foresight. Run through... That's a 3 block. I'll put it on top then. And then... Agile Engagement. Do I have it? Do I have it? Whoo! Woo! That was a little bit close. A little bit close. Whoo! Jeez. Good games. Holy crap, that was a close one. Let's get into another game because, whew, that was exhilarating. All right, let's get into more Dorinthea stuff. Oh boy. Does Vynnset want to go first or second? I think what we want to do... Oh boy. Okay. I will go first. I don't know if that's wrong or not. I will 1000% put in Arcane Polarity. I will take out... What's a good card to take out? I think I'll take out Stroke. And then I will put in... Do I put in one Null Rune? Do I put in a Null Rune? Yes, I think I do. It doesn't really matter which, so let's just go like that. Okay. Got an Arcane Polarity to start things off with, so that's a perfect card to Arsenal. Beyond that, it's just Warrior's Valor. Pitch. Pass. And then Dawnblade for 5. On hit, go again. What does the opponent do? There. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie. Do they block with anything? Now I kind of wish I took out the Puncture over the Stroke. Though to be fair, I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on Stroke. A Foresight. Oh. I think Iron's on Response just to get the cards, just to do the stuff. So, yeah, I think that is gotta be the way to go. And that gets go again. And an Dawnblade for 3. Does the opponent have any way to defend? Do they have a 3 block? They have a 2 block. Let's go. We have a +1 power counter on Dawnblade already. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. And we got an Arcane Polarity in the arsenal. We got 2 taken on the chins. Feeling kind of solid. Less solid now because this is kind of a bad hand. Kind of a bad hand. I'm really hoping the opponent attacks. Really hoping they do with that Nebula Blade. Please. And thank you, opponent. Pretty pleased with some sprinkles on top. I would love that. I would love that. Thank you. Thank you. I can, let's see. Choose the amount to pitch. Skip all Rune Chance. So I take. I'll be able to gain 4 thanks to the Arcane Polarity. Pass, though. This is coming in for 4. Okay. So. What I will do here is Arcane Polarity, gain 4 life, and then take it on the chin to prevent 2. Okay, I take 2. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It's kind of annoying, just slightly. And then the opponent will Arsenal. Okay. Let's... What to do? I think I hit and run. Dawnblade, pitch. Come in for 4, go again. See what the opponent does about that. Because the way that I look at it, unless they have something like a Springboard Somersault there, I don't know if... Well, Sigil of Suffering. Just thought about that. Sigil of Suffering. They could have that. And that would really suck. That would really suck. but I have the ability to pitch to it, so there is that. I would not take damage. So there's something, yeah, you know what? Interesting. I think I might be okay. Maybe this hits. Maybe it does. And if it does, I will be very, very, very happy. Because that's the main thing I care about right now. I kind of need to just guarantee that this thing hits. And hopefully, I don't know. Okay, pass. Please don't have a reaction opponent. Please, please, please. Yes, thank God. Okay. And I will come in for 4 again. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe the opponent did not block that out. There's no way. They should block this out every time. They should. And if they don't, I will be so beyond surprised. They should, like, if they have a 2-block, like Envelop in Darkness, block with that, and the Blade back in our gauntlets. They're just blocking with that. What is the opponent doing? Do they have a reaction? The opponent just, they don't know. I don't think... To be fair, okay. I was saying that I was drawing pretty good for them, but last turn they could have definitely blocked out, and this hand is atrocious. Okay, Malefic Incantation. There's 2 of them now. That's kind of scary. Malefic Incantation. There's 3 of them now. That's really scary. Oh boy. Runehold Release. That makes another Rune Chant. And they can play either of these now, which kind of scary. Curious what's in this arsenal. There it is. Mavrin Skies. That's a good one. That's a good one. So they could play both of these this turn, which is crap. Okay, 3 arcane damage, the Deathly Wail, yep. Okay, so, this is coming in for 4. So I block with a Refraction Bolters, and then a Trottalon. I think that's the right play. And then pitch a blue to prevent all the Rune Chants. Okay. Pitch a Fatal Engagement. Pay 1. And then pay 1. And this is coming in for 4. So I'll block for 3 and 4. Think that's right. Think that is the right play. Okay. The opponent can, yep, and they're swinging with the Phantom Wraith. Okay. Skip all the Rune Chants. I take 3 there. Phantom Wraith, getting played. Pass. I do have a reaction and take it on the chin. So I prevent 2 of that. I take 4. I do have... Okay, go again. Let's just play Sharpened Steel. Come in for 8. See what the opponent does. They kind of have to block it out here. They kind of do. Sort of. I don't know. I don't know what exactly the opponent should do here. Realistically, they should take part of this. I don't know. They should definitely... They need to block out of this one. That's what they need to do. They absolutely have to block out of this swing. Otherwise, I don't think there's any way that they can win, and I just get out of control. Like, just get too out of control. They have to block me out here. Otherwise, I just don't think they can win. I think that has to be. And if they're only going to block with... Okay, even 2 cards. They need to give me 3 cards at least. And they have to block 3, 3, and 2. They have to. Otherwise, it just... Okay, they're blocking 8. That's what the opponent should do. That is what they should do. So, can't do anything about that. And, yep. And it's back to my turn. I have 3 blues. Wonderful. Okay. I think what I do is I play Dawnblade. Pitch, come in for 3. The opponent, seeing that it doesn't have go again, maybe they don't respect it. I think they're respecting it. I think they are respecting that, which is not great. Granted, I can't make it go up in power anyways. But whatever. At least they only have 1 card to work with next turn, and I think I arsenal this hit and run. Great. I love seeing a hand of 3 blues 2 turns in a row. Ah. Dang it. So they have the Deathly Whale. They can play that. Oh boy. When the combat chain closes, create another chain. Okay, so what I do is pitch, precision press, okay, and this is coming in for 5, so I block for 3 and 5. Right? Yeah. 3 and 5. Okay. I think that's the best I can do. And if they have another swing, then so. Okay, thank God. Okay. Dawnblade. Nope. Warrior's Valor. Pitch that. Dawnblade for 6. With an active on hit. Do they block? They should. They should. They really should. I don't think this is a very good matchup for me. Even though the opponent kind of misplayed early on a little bit, I think they are kind of in the driver's seat right now. They have more value right now. So depending on how they play this turn, I'm either definitely going to be way down in tempo. I don't know. They should block this. They should block this out. And I don't know exactly how many 2 blocks Vynnset plays, but I think it's a, not a small one. I don't know. Blocking for only 4. Okay, I will take that. That means that they probably, nope, they are blocking out. Crap. Yep, can't do anything about that. But they have to pass to me. Nope, they don't have to pass to me. They have the Phantom Wraith. Shoot. Shoot. So this is what? 4 arcane damage? Holy crap. Okay. I will pitch. Goblet of Blood, Run Wine. Pay. Can't pay. So I take. Okay, why was there 1 there that it didn't show? That's very awesome. Okay, I take 4. I take a 4. Down to 8. Okay, Sharpened Steel. Dawnblade, Pitch Goblet. Coming in for 6. Oh, okay. No reactions. Hopefully. Please. No reactions. No reactions. Sigil. Double Sigil. Wonderful. Holy crap. All reactions. Okay. Jeez. Uh-huh. Sigil. Well, I'm gonna pay. And Sigil, again, I'm gonna pay. Okay. Cannot get it there. No chance. No shot. At least the opponent has to pass to me. And I have a yellow. Okay. That's all I have to my name. That's wonderful. Hit and run. Dawnblade. Pitch. 3 go again. And if the opponent defends, yep, they should. With only 1 card? Oh, that's greedy. Do I out for blood? Or do I Iron Song response? What is good? What is good there? Out for blood. Give a +3 bump. I think that's the correct play. Does the opponent have an instant speed something or another? They could use the Hope Merchant's Hood. Pass. They take. Okay. Garland is Sprain. Dawnblade for 4. With an active on hit, I have the Iron Song response to use. I should have pitched with the puncture. Okay. Do they have a reaction? They do. 5. I will Iron Song response. So I am up to 6. Does the opponent have another up to 7, sorry. Does the opponent have another reaction? They don't. They don't. Oh, opponent. That's scary, though. They have 5 rune chance. Okay. What all is in there? Okay, so I have... So I block with this. Or no, I can pitch. So I pitch to prevent 3. I take 2. And I block for 3, 4. I don't think I lose. So, let's get into it. Pay 1 with a Troodlon. Pay 1, pay 1. And then I can't for the others, so I'll skip them. I take 3. Why is there just a mystery 1 that it just doesn't show for whatever stupid reason? Okay, 3 and 4. And I take 2. And I take 2. Oh boy. Okay. Down to 3. So lead with speed, pitch Warrior's Valor, come in for 7. What does the opponent do? Really hoping I don't have to use this puncture, because I would like to swing at this Dawnblade twice if I can. Would really like to do that. Would really like to do that. Or they could block with their entire hand, because I'm trying to think of 2 costs. They have a decent amount of 2 costs that they could play. They banish. Okay, I'm just trying to think of the math here. I think I might be fine. Maybe. Depending on what they... 9. Okay. Well, I have to use this if I want to hope that it actually hits. The opponent takes 1. Okay. And it was Banshee. So they can't play that, but they could next turn. So I had to force them to not be able to do it this turn. But I have the Arcane Polarity. Okay. Okay. Dawnblade. Nope. Lead with speed. Pitching Nip at the heel. I'm not trying to go wide at this point. I'm just trying to go tall. 7 go again. I can make it in the 10. I can make it in the 10. And the next turn, when I take the first arcane damage, I can gain 4 with the Arcane Polarity. think there's a world where I can live through the next turn as well. And I think that's kind of what I have to bank on here. The opponent has to respect this. Otherwise, they die. So, they might as well block with, like, most of their hand. Or something like that. I don't know. It's just... I'm so worried. I'm glad that this arsenal has basically been useless this whole time, because I don't think they've ever played the thing that they arsenaled. I don't think they arsenaled one card and they've never been able to play it. So I don't know what that arsenal could be. But this is coming in for 7. The opponent has nothing that they can defend with. So I'm just hoping, just really hoping, that this one hits, so I don't have to use the puncture, and maybe I can go wide. I don't know if that is right or not. Or, well, yeah, that's a good line. I love lead with speed. Just 3, okay. Reactions. What are your reactions? They take 4. Okay. Pass. Swing again for 4. What does the opponent do? They have to block. 5. This deals 3. Or bumps it up by 3, so they go to 1. I don't know if that's right. They have the Phantom Banshee that they will definitely be able to play next turn. That's probably all that they're going to be able to do. I can take 1. And I gain 4. So I don't need to worry about the rune chance. So I'd be at 6 life. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to risk it. So I'll arsenal the Arcane Polarity. Guarantee, basically, there's no way the opponent can kill me next turn. They should not be able to kill me next turn unless there's something that I'm thinking of, unless there's something there. 2 Phantom Banshees, that's fine. Coming with the Phantom Banshee for 7. Okay. I have some things that I can block with. So I take 1, play the Arcane Polarity, so I'm up to 6. Then, I don't pay. The opponent concedes. Yep. They saw it too. They're like, there's no way. And then I probably, like, it's going to take a little bit, but I am going to be able to kill them eventually. They won't have enough rune chance, and I'm just going to slowly grind them to dust, and then they eventually die. And considering that they have a Blood Rot thing in the, Blood Debt thing in the Banish Zone, they're going to take another damage. All I need to do is deal 2 damage to them. I would probably... So I'd be at 6. I would take 2, so I'd go down to 4. I would need to block for 4. So I'd have to block with the Agile Engagements. And then I could pitch. And then go 4, 10. And then they would... Yeah. I don't think there was any way that they could get out of that going forward. So... Whew! That was close. Let's get into another game. Alright. Going up against Phi. I'm going first. Put in Springboard Somersault. Take out. I don't care. Run through. See how it goes. And let's get into it. Going against Phi. It is not an easy matchup, to put it mildly. Not easy. This hand is decent, though. I think I'll just play the hit and run, right? 3, 6. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Pitch. Because I can stroke a foresight, get rid of the hit and run, or at least put it on top of the deck or something like that, and hopefully something else comes that's good, so I can arsenal that instead. And I think that's probably the best line to go with there. Maybe, potentially. I don't know. I will hopefully definitely be able to use the agile engagement. They do nothing. Sure. You take 3. I mean... Okay. I was confused by that. I'm like, sure, you can take 3. I mean, it's, like, slightly weird for me, but, you know, I'm fine with that. I am perfectly okay with that. Okay, you're just blocking with 1. Opponent, that is, incorrect. That is incorrect. So, yep. Okay. Yep, opponent takes 3. I will arsenal the stroke of the foresight. Please? Please? Really hope this opponent doesn't concede. Really hope this opponent doesn't. Arsenal and pass. Alright, 2 blues. 2 blues. Love to see it. 2 blues. Exactly what we want to see. Now, I wish this hit and run was a 1 cost, but hey, you can only get so much. Okay, 3 go again. You have 4 cards. How much damage are they going to put out? I mean, let's see. This is 3. Could probably, hopefully, change this hit and run to something else that's valuable or nice or just semi-half decent. So I will just take 3. Especially considering that this doesn't have any kind of crazy on hits. So, yeah. That's cool. That's cool. That's fun. All that kind of jazz. Then the opponent passes. Then they pass the turn. Nope. Yeah, this is something that I block. For 5. Because... yeah, that's a really good one. That's a good one. It's a really good one. So yeah, I'm semi-unhappy that I had to block there, but I think it's fine. They've only had 2 Draconic Chainlinks, so they can't Phi. So I will just take the 3. And then they can play that card if they so choose to, or they can pass. And they decide to swing with that. Sure. I'm fine with that, I guess. Because then they can use Phi. Sure. It's okay. Phoenix Flame. I'll take it. So, I would like to deal a pretty good sum of damage to the opponent here. Be pretty happy about that one. So, since Dawnblade has go again, let's go ahead and sharpen the steel. Sharpen the steel. The opponent... okay, please. Come on. Fatal engagement. Engagement. Words. 6 go again. Opponent... they don't have to respect it. I'm not saying that that's necessarily a great choice, but they don't have to respect it. Because then I can stroke a foresight, and maybe that gets me an Iron Sun response off the top, or a nice card to arsenal. That's kind of what I'm hoping happens with the stroke of foresight here. But yeah. They're blocking with 4 cards. Probably blocking for a total of like 8. Or if this is a bunch of equipment, then yeah. 5. Blocking with no cards from hand. That is the incorrect play, opponent. That is not the right play. If you are going to block with all your equipment, at least block it out. So I will Dawnblade again for 3. And the opponent's gonna take. Sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm fine with that. I got a +1 power counter on this now. And hopefully I don't get the 3 blue special. Do not give me the 3 blue special, deck. You heard me, right? Not the... Uh-huh. So... Can I go kill something now? Real quick? Can I go hurt something? I am a little bit, just a little bit right now. Three? Sure. No. I should block. Every time. I should block. Block with Overpower or Trialon. Block with Overpower. That's the right play. And hopefully the opponent just, arsenals. Because then maybe the Stroke of Foresight turns into something else. Or the Stroke of Foresight gets me into something else. Something that's actually, not a blue. The 4 blue special. That is, that's a different kind of screw you. The deck was saying to me, basically. So, I think I just take this. I think I do. Since the opponent's not going to Arsenal, I mean, I just don't really see the reason, the point, the purpose, the thing, the stuff, whatever. Words. Block with the Refraction Bolters for 1, and I can go again to the Dawnblade. I can do that. I've gotten value out of the Refraction Bolters block, so, feeling pretty good about that. Feeling pretty good, pretty happy, pretty this, that, all the things of the stuff. So let's Dawnblade, pitch a Goblet, come in for 4. The opponent, they could decide to not block, but I can pop the Refraction Bolters, give this go again, and just continue to beat the opponent down. And hopefully I can turn this Trotalon into something okay. That's not... Sure. Pop it. Yep. And come in for 4 again. Come in for 4 again. See what the opponent does. They can block. They are gonna take. That is a choice that you can make, opponent. Maybe you have a reaction of some sort. Nope, you don't, which is kind of weird. Okay, we got 2 blues. This is 3. That I'm fine with taking. I'll take the 3 simply because of the fact that it's not, some kind of crazy on-hit. If it's an on-hit, I'll block it. If it's not, or if it's, not gonna kill me. Okay, 4. This, I think I will block. Block with the Iron Sun response. And the Helm of Unity? Yeah. I think that's the right play. Because this is 5. Literally next turn, I mean, I should be able to kill them. I should be able to, in theory, kill them. So... Well, no, that's not true. I probably won't kill them next turn, but I'll get them very low in life. That's what I care about. More than anything else, that is the thing that, that's what's going to matter. Hopefully I can keep this Trottle on. So I can give this Dawnblade go again. Okay. For 3. How's that costing? Oh, because you got a resource from that. Never mind. Never mind. They could have a reaction. They could have a reaction. And to play it Omega super safe. How many chain links do they have? How many things have they swung with this turn? 1, 2. And then this is 3. So they can fly into another thing. I think I'm fine not take... Okay, cool. I think I'm fine taking this, and I was fine taking that. So good to know. Okay. This is going to be 2 damage with the Crouching Tiger, which is not great, actually. Yeah. Got some slightly bad value now. Block. Yeah, slightly bad value going on right now. I'm fine blocking the Stroke of Foresight if I need to, which I do. I am going to need to. Block and block for 4. Please, opponent, just don't have something you can swing with. I mean, above all else, do not have something great. 4. Opponent just is drawing everything because it's Phi. They can't draw blue. No, of course not. I draw a 4 blue hand, but no, they can't. They can't ever get anything bad. Okay, well, Garland is spraying. Pop it to get a resource. Pop it to get a resource. Opponent, let this resolve. Dawnblade for 5. You have to block with at least 1 card. So, I'm hoping here, now, I can get 2 cards out of the opponent's hand. Maybe they fear this being an Iron Sun response. Kind of sad a couple of turns back that this was not an Iron Sun response. But, 2. Really wish that was an Iron Sun response right about now. Right about now. Yep. Opponent's a 2. Alright, 3. That's 2, that's a 2, that's a 3. Okay, this is not great. Not great. I'll block for 3. Block for 3. I just gotta hope. I just got to hope. Okay. Art of Dragon. That makes it Draconic. Take it on the chin. In response. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. So this is 5? 5, exactly 5. And figures. Figures. I can't swing next turn. Oh my god, that sucks so much. I hate that. I hate that. I should... I'm so pissed off that I can't swing on this coming turn. Because the opponent, again, drew exactly what they needed. They drew a thing to make this Draconic. And, you know, it's just like... It's great. It's great. I can't do anything. Can't do anything. 3, 3, 3, and 3. Okay. So, at least I have 12 block, but the opponent is a ninja with 4 cards in their hand, so probably gonna lose this one, unfortunately. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? 4, go again with a good on hit. You may banish an attack action card from your hand at the cost of less than or equal to the number of chain links. Okay. I think I just kind of gotta hope. Just gotta hope. So, block for 3. Needed that to be in the arsenal a while back. Otherwise, I would have won. And I'm so sad about that. But, whatever. Whatever. Alright, that's a 3 attack now. I'm fine with that because I can just block with 1 card from hand. Maybe I still have a chance. Maybe I do. Probably realistically not. But whatever. I can hope. I guess. Is the opponent ever going to let that resolve? Okay. Okay, so this is for 3. Then they're going to be able to swain 3 again. And they'll be able to swain 1. And if that card is literally anything, then I die. Literally anything that can swain for 1 point of damage. Which, I think that is everything in their deck. I don't think there's a single card in their deck that they couldn't play. This actually does nothing. Block for 3. I just gotta kind of hope that the opponent forgets that Phi is Phi's ability. Nope. Don't forget. They did not forget. Yeah. Yep. And then they're going to swing for 1. Opponent. You get a swing for 1. Why would you do that? I'm going to let it resolve anyways. The opponent should have beaten me no matter what this game. So I am just going to, well, you know what? I will block just in case I somehow manage to live another turn and keep a card somehow. I don't know how, but in case, I don't know. I just, yeah, wish I had more life to do anything with. Man, this frickin' stroke of foresight. I'm so sad that I didn't use that a while back. I should have. I should have used that when I could have. I really, really should have. These are all 3 blocks, right? Okay. Maybe they play the Rake Over the Coals. They play Rise from the Ashes. This next swing is going to be for 7. Okay. Block. Now, opponent, if you have something that attacks for 4 or more, you win. So, I would be incredibly surprised if you somehow managed to not have that. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Or Searing Emberblade, which comes in for 4. So, you got it guaranteed. GG's, opponent. Well, I'm just going to start saying it now because the opponent won. So, Dorinthea, she is a super fun deck. She is a very good deck in my mind. It's just I'm really good at drawing the 3 blue special, apparently. I had such horrible luck with that today. It was insane. So maybe cut down on the blues, even though 16 really isn't that many. It's like you should get 1, like, statistically guaranteed in every single hand. Maybe 2, but the fact that I drew 3 as often as I did was just really, really horrible luck. But what are you gonna do? Dorinthea, she's a super fun deck. Warriors are about to get a giant upgrade with the new Mastery Pack, Guardians, which, hey, that's gonna be great. I'm gonna love to see some good tools for Dorinthea, make her actually semi-competitive and not complete garbage. So, she's not garbage, but you know what I mean. But with all that aside, hope you all enjoy this video. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. It's completely free, no credits. Check out the rest of my check out the rest of my, check out the rest of my Silver Age gameplay Decktech videos right here. Check out my other Flesh and Blood content right here. Hope you all enjoy the return of me, Table Games TCG, doing Flesh and Blood. I'll be doing a Flesh and Blood video every single week. And with all that aside, see you there.